The Tim Morris Channel. In this video, I'm going to go over a strategy that essentially allows you to double your account size without using leverage. If you've read any of my books, you know that I'm not a big fan of leverage. There's a lot of horror stories that have come along with leverage, especially if you don't know what you're doing. People end up losing more money than they even have, so they're in debt more than they even have in their bank accounts. Just not usually not a good strategy. But as I say, this strategy that I'm about to go over essentially allows you to double your account without using leverage. So this strategy involves options. If you're not familiar with options, you don't know much about options, I have a book on it called How to Trade Options. The link is in the description. And then also this strategy can be used for short or long-term trading. I more like it for long-term trading, but it can be used for both. So the first example we're going to go over here is with the stock Apple. So I'm going to pull up a price right now of Apple, and as you can see, Apple's currently trading for $149.10. So what we're going to do next is we're going to bring up the option chain for Apple. So with this strategy, we're looking for a far out option. So here, as you can see, the date on this option is January 20th, 2023. Okay, so this is what is considered a leap option. And this is if we were going to invest in Apple long term. So the price, again, of Apple is $149.10. So we're going to be looking at, for an option strike price, that's about half of the current underlying stock price. And if we do that, we can see about $75 would be half. And if we look right here, this option last sold for $74.85. So if we were to buy this option right now, we'd be spending $7,485 for 100 shares of Apple. Because as you know, when you buy an option, you're basically buying 100 shares. However, if we were to buy Apple right now, at the underlying strike, just the regular stock, we'd be paying $14,910. Okay, so stay with me. We're going to do a little bit more here on the option chain. Okay, going back to the option chain, now we're going to look at the delta. So if you read my book, you know that delta basically means, and this delta is 0.9125. So what this basically means is, for every dollar that the underlying stock price moves, in this case, Apple, underlying stock price, $149 here, for every dollar that it moves, your option, which you bought, will move 91 cents, about a little more than 91 cents. So we're going to go back to the example here. What this basically means is, let's say Apple moved up $5. Try this again. Here we go. Okay, let's say Apple moved up $5 to $154.10. So if you bought the underlying stock, just Apple, right, you would have spent originally $14,910, and it's moved up $5. Now you have 100 shares, right? So you made $500. Good for you. However, if you were to have bought the $75 strike price option, which I just showed you, okay, you would have spent only $7,485, and you would have made $456.25, which is very close, right, to that $500. Not exact, but very close. So, as you can see here, again, you've only spent about $7,500, yet you're making almost the same as if you spent $14,910. Essentially, as I put in the title, doubling your account size without using leverage. Okay, so there may be a couple questions here which I'll go over, but as I said, I mostly would use this for long-term strategy, stocks you really like that you plan on holding forever, if you're going to use it. And then if, as you know with options, when about 90 days come to expiration, the option price, the time decay of the option starts greatly accelerating. So if you're holding this option long-term, and this option was January 20th, 2023. So about the time November comes around, right? Nope, actually October, I'm sorry. About the time October comes around, you'd want to roll this option forward to another further leap. By that time, the January 2025 or maybe even 2026 options would be around. So you would just basically sell it and then rebuy the options then. And you basically now can have a stock, and you're paying essentially half of what you would be paying for the stock, and you're getting the same amount of profit. So it's a pretty cool strategy. I don't exactly know what it's called, but yeah, definitely a cool strategy. This is something to think about in your account. And then also, when you're doing this, you really want to look for deltas that are over 0.9. Anything under 0.9, it starts to, the strategy doesn't, it still works obviously, but you're not getting that, dollar for dollar match. So over 0.9 though, and the closer to 1.0 you get, the closer to the dollar match you're getting. So I hope this video helped, and if you want to put anything in the comments, any questions you have, I'll be sure to respond.